Welcome to our U.S. briefing program. Today, we have some serious news from Melbourne, where Richard Barren, the principal of Langwarrin Park Primary School, has been charged with possession of child abuse material. The Department of Education has assured parents that there is no indication of any students being affected, but this situation has led to the appointment of an acting principal while the case is in court. In other news, President Trump is making headlines again with his pledge to impose a hefty 25% tariff on imports from Canada and Mexico starting this Saturday. He's also considering an exemption for oil imports, which he plans to decide on soon. This move is part of his ongoing efforts to tackle illegal immigration and drug trafficking, and it's sure to stir up some responses from our neighbors to the north and south. Lastly, we have an important update regarding the U.S.-Japan Defense Alliance. Newly appointed Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth had his first phone call with Japanese Defense Minister Gen Nakatani, where they agreed to bolster their military cooperation amidst rising regional tensions. They discussed enhancing their command frameworks and reaffirmed the U.S. commitment to defending disputed territories. It's a crucial time for international relations, and we'll keep you updated on any developments. Please continue to watch for more detailed content. Australian Broadcasting Corporation reports that Richard Barren, the principal of Langwarrin Park Primary School in Melbourne, has been charged with possession of child abuse material. The Department of Education informed parents of this alarming news, assuring them that there is currently no indication that any students have been affected by Barren's alleged actions. In light of the situation, Assistant Principal Deborah Haddo has stepped in as the acting principal. Barren had previously announced his plans to take long service leave, mentioning a family trip to the USA to enjoy various sporting events and theme parks, which now casts a shadow over his departure. Al Jazeera highlights President Donald Trump's firm stance on implementing a 25% tariff on imports from Canada and Mexico, set to take effect soon. While he hinted at the possibility of exempting oil imports, he emphasized the U.S.'s ability to quickly compensate for any decrease in oil imports. Both Canada and Mexico have expressed intentions to respond to the tariffs, while Trump reiterated that these measures are a part of his broader strategy to address border security issues and tackle the opioid crisis linked to Chinese imports. The looming tariffs have sparked concerns about escalating trade tensions and the potential for retaliation from affected countries. The New York Times seeks insights from businesses regarding the impact of President Trump's proposed tariffs on Chinese goods. As the U.S. and China navigate rising trade tensions, the publication aims to gather first-hand accounts from business owners and employees about how these tariffs are influencing their operations and job security. They are particularly interested in understanding the challenges and considerations involved in shifting production away from China, as well as the broader implications for the global economy. This call for responses underscores the significant role that international trade policies play in shaping business landscapes and employment opportunities. South China Morning Post reports that in their inaugural phone call, new U.S. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth and Japanese Defense Minister Gen Nakatani reaffirmed their commitment to strengthening the U.S.-Japan Defense Alliance. With 54,000 U.S. military personnel stationed in Japan, the alliance is crucial for regional security, particularly in light of President Trump's America First policy, which raises concerns about potential reductions in U.S. support. The ministers discussed enhancing command frameworks and increasing military presence in southwestern Japan, while also addressing the ongoing tensions surrounding the disputed Senkaku Islands. Nakatani expressed his eagerness to collaborate with Hegseth to bolster their defense capabilities amidst a challenging security environment. Yahoo US highlights Donovan Edwards, a standout running back from Michigan, as he prepares for the Senior Bowl, aiming to cap off an impressive college football career. Edwards, who has enjoyed a successful tenure at Michigan, is riding high on his team's recent victory over Ohio State, having contributed significantly to their national title win in 2024. With his impressive stats from previous seasons, including a remarkable 7.1 yards per carry in 2022, Edwards is looking to enhance his draft prospects during the All-Star game. As he showcases his talent against the American team, the former high school star hopes to solidify his position as a potential NFL player despite concerns about his ability to be a lead back at the professional level. In another article by South China Morning Post, the uncertainty surrounding U.S. visa regulations under the Trump administration has left many Asian tech workers apprehensive about travel and employment prospects. Despite fears, tech companies in the U.S. continue to seek skilled talent, particularly in specialized roles, leading to opportunities for Asian professionals. Notably, Microsoft has announced significant investments in India, aiming to train millions in AI skills, highlighting the demand for tech expertise. As Asian nations like India adapt to changing geopolitical landscapes and focus on enhancing their technological capabilities, the emphasis on upskilling and bridging the digital divide becomes crucial for maintaining competitiveness in the global market. Al Jazeera reports on the challenging economic landscape in India as Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman prepares to present the budget amidst rising unemployment and fiscal constraints. Prema Salgaonkar, a mother from suburban Mumbai, exemplifies the struggles faced by many as she juggles cooking and selling parathas after losing her job, while her son Amar grapples with temporary work after being laid off from his mobile sales position. With India's GDP growth slowing to 5.4%, the government faces pressure to stimulate job creation without exceeding its fiscal deficit target of 4.9%. Economists warn that weak consumer demand and low private sector investment hinder recovery efforts, and while infrastructure spending has historically been a focus, the current fiscal climate may limit such initiatives. Salgaonkar's hope for lower prices and increased job opportunities reflects the sentiments of many in a country where inflation and stagnant wages have made financial stability a distant dream. The Guardian provides live updates on a tragic aviation disaster near Washington, D.C., where a regional passenger jet collided with a military helicopter, resulting in the presumed deaths of all 67 individuals on board. The National Transportation Safety Board (NTSB) has recovered flight data and cockpit voice recorders for analysis, although initial assessments indicate staffing levels at the air control tower were normal despite concerns about controller fatigue. This incident marks the deadliest aviation disaster in the U.S. since 2001, with recovery operations ongoing in the Potomac River. In the wake of the tragedy, former President Donald Trump controversially linked the crash to diversity initiatives at the FAA, prompting widespread condemnation from Democratic leaders who criticized his remarks as disgusting and racist. Among the victims were young skaters and their coaches, highlighting the personal loss felt by families and the broader community in the aftermath of this devastating event. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Turn on the TV screen, see the world unseen. China's on the news tonight, history in the spotlight. Scroll through my phone again, find out where to begin. Stories from the east to west, learning from the very best. News in China every day, learning in a fun new way. From the cities to the farms, feel the heartbeat, feel the charm. Ancient tales in modern times, mountains high and river rise. Culture rich in every town, golden driving never down. Every headline a new friend, from beginning to the end, connecting hearts through every word. China's story all